The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Today, two NFC clubs going head-to-head, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in an Eagle uniform, it's Miles Sanders. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Another run with Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Young. Now he's loose at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Young on 3rd down. They'll air one out deep from Mingo. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, 43 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery.
sports. It's in the game.
Boom, whap, snap. He was like a superhero on that run.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today we've got a fun little clash in the AFC as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Jacksonville. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Tomato.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back to the ground with ETN. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now it's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence. Steps away. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
In motion left goes a tight end. Edwards now on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's a